Martha Stewart, queen of home decor and gourmet recipes, trading in her baking mitts for a prison jumpsuit. America's favorite hostess with the mostess found herself facing hard time not for a fallen souffle, but for a stock sale gone sour. From crafting the perfect pie crust to crafting a prison routine, Martha's story is like a financial soap opera, complete with courtroom drama, camp cupcake cameos, and a comeback that would make even her souffles rise in admiration. Buckle up, because this isn't your typical DIY journey, it's a scandal with a side of irony and resilience. Martha Stewart, the rise of a lifestyle mogul. Before a scandal, Martha Stewart's brand was synonymous with a well-ordered, elegantly curated lifestyle. Known for her guidance on everything from gourmet recipes to stylish home decor, she built Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia into an empire that represented sophistication and self-reliance. Her career as a media mogul made her one of the most respected businesswomen in America. Stewart's ascent to the top of the business world marked her as a cultural icon, and by the early 2000s, she had amassed a fortune with a company that encompassed magazines, books, television shows, and a whole range of lifestyle products. The ImClone connection, a perfect storm. In 2001, Stewart's friend and CEO of ImClone Systems, Sam Waxel, found himself in hot water. ImClone's main hope for the future, a cancer drug called Erbitux, was about to receive bad news from the FDA. Its application for approval would be denied. Waxel, armed with this insider knowledge, started to offload his stock in the company before the decision became public. Stewart's stockbroker, Peter Bakanovic, knew about Waxel's sale and allegedly told his assistant, who in turn passed the information on to Stewart. On December 27, 2001, Stewart acted on this tip, selling nearly 4,000 shares of ImClone stock, a decision that would later cost her more than she could have imagined. This sale netted Stewart around $227,000 and helped her avoid a loss of approximately $45,000 when ImClone stock fell by 16% after the Food and Drug Administration announcement. However, this timely sale would later be scrutinized as a possible case of insider trading. Charges filed. The dominoes start to fall. After suspicions about her timely sale, federal prosecutors and the Securities and Exchange Commission launched an investigation into Stewart's actions. In June 2003, she was indicted on charges not of insider trading itself, but rather of obstruction of justice, making false statements, and conspiracy. The Securities and Exchange Commission also filed a civil complaint accusing her of lying to federal investigators and obstructing justice to cover up her actions. Interestingly, Stewart wasn't technically charged with insider trading, as it would have been challenging to prove she knew that the information she received was confidential. Instead, prosecutors focused on how she handled the investigation, alleging that Stewart actively tried to conceal the details of her stock sale. The charge against her became a case study in the complexity of proving insider trading, especially when it comes to influential figures who may not be directly involved in financial transactions. The trial, a battle of reputation and survival. The trial, beginning in January 2004, became a highly publicized spectacle. Stewart, an image of success and decorum, sat in court facing allegations that could tarnish her legacy. Prosecutors claimed that she lied to investigators, not only about the reasons for her ImClone stock sale, but also in an attempt to manipulate the stock price of her own company, Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia. Stewart's defense argued she was being unfairly targeted because of her celebrity status, positioning her as a victim rather than a perpetrator. The courtroom drama reached its peak when federal prosecutors alleged that Stewart's actions to cover up the reasons for her stock sale were more about preserving her reputation and protecting Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia's stock value than merely avoiding financial loss. Ultimately, a jury found her guilty of conspiracy, obstruction, and 2 counts of making false statements, though she was not convicted of securities fraud. Sentencing: a price higher than stocks. In March 2004, Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in prison, 5 months of home confinement, and 2 years of probation. This sentence highlighted the severity of the charges against her, with prosecutors asserting that her actions represented a significant breach of trust. Outside the courthouse, she told reporters, "I'll be back," signaling her intention to return to the public eye after her sins. The scandal had far-reaching implications beyond Stewart's own life. Her conviction became a cautionary tale about transparency and ethics in financial dealings, even among the wealthy and famous. The fact that she served time not just for making an ill-advised trade, but for allegedly lying about it added a layer of complexity that reverberated through corporate America. Camp Cupcake: Life Behind Bars. Stewart served her prison term at the federal prison camp in Alderson, West Virginia, a minimum security facility nicknamed Camp Cupcake. Despite the relatively lenient setting, life in prison was a stark departure from her luxurious lifestyle. Stewart reportedly made friends, taught yoga classes, and even contributed to the maintenance of the facility. Her time in prison was often referenced in the media, creating an image of a businesswoman who took her sentence in stride. Although Stewart's prison term was brief, it made a lasting impact on her public image. Some saw her sentence as too lenient, while others believed she was unfairly targeted because of her high profile. Regardless, her resilience and adaptability in an unfamiliar environment garnered respect from many, further complicating her public persona. Financial fallout. Martha Stewart living omnimedia takes a hit. The financial fallout from the scandal was swift and severe. Stewart resigned as CEO and chairwoman of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia, though she retained her position as the company's creative director. Share prices of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia dropped dramatically from nearly $50 to about $5, resulting in an estimated loss of over $50 million for shareholders. The company struggled to maintain its brand image, especially as advertisers distanced themselves, wary of associating with a convicted felon. The crisis forced Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia to restructure, focusing on reducing its reliance on Stewart's personal image to maintain stability. The company launched new ventures and products, such as the magazine Everyday Food, to distance the brand from the scandal. CEO Sharon Patrick guided the transition, helping Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia survive during one of its most challenging periods. Reinventing Martha, from pariah to phoenix. Stewart's resilience was clear from the moment she was released from prison in March 2005. Her first order of business was rebranding and reclaiming her place in the public eye. Just months after her release, she launched a new television show, The Martha Stewart Show, which allowed her to reconnect with her audience on her own terms. Stewart leaned into her prison experience, often making light of it and showing the public that she could withstand hardship. Her comeback story resonated with fans who saw her resilience as a testament to her character. In the eyes of many, she became not just a business mogul, but a symbol of redemption and perseverance. By owning her experience and transforming her story of scandal into one of survival, she effectively turned the narrative in her favor. Ethical lessons: what the scandal taught corporate America. Stewart's scandal highlighted the importance of transparency, especially for influential figures who wield considerable power in the business world. Her case became a symbol of what can happen when the line between personal interests and ethical obligations is blurred. Stewart's actions, though not classified as insider trading, led to serious consequences that served as a warning for others. The financial and reputational cost of unethical behavior became evident to corporate leaders and investors. Stewart's ordeal underscored the idea that trust and integrity are crucial in the marketplace, and that failing to uphold these values can lead to disastrous outcomes for companies and their stakeholders. A legacy reclaimed: Martha Stewart's unconventional comeback. Today, Stewart remains a significant figure in lifestyle media. Her brand has weathered the storm, and she continues to influence millions of Americans with her expertise in cooking, decorating, and entrepreneurship. Stewart's name, though once tainted, has become a testament to resilience and reinvention. Her journey from the heights of fame to the depths of scandal, and back again, stands as one of the most remarkable comebacks in corporate history. Stewart's legacy is now a complex blend of scandal and strength. Her ability to rebuild her career and restore her brand offers a powerful lesson in the potential for redemption, showing that even the most public mistakes don't have to end a person's story. Martha Stewart's empire didn't fall. It adapted and ultimately became stronger. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through Martha Stewart's scandal and comeback. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories where glamour, grit, and a dash of scandal collide. And remember, sometimes the most unexpected journeys make the best comebacks. See you in the next one.